Everybody thinks trading prep takes forever, so I just wanted to show my 4-minute analysis routine I do every day. It's December 4th, check, there's only some unemployment claims at 8:30 a.m. EST. Move over to the chart. I always start at the higher time frames. And I'm just gonna plot my daily supports and resistances first, always looking from right to left. So seeing where price is having a difficulty moving through, where those supports are being formed here. So one thing to note when plotting supports and resistances, I'm only plotting the ones that I believe are in play. So I wouldn't be plotting one at 50,000 or 2,000 pips points away from where we currently are in the market, because it would just kind of clutter up the chart. And this is another thing that I do to prevent clutter. So I checked the distance between the daily support, and then as I move down to the 4-hour, there's a support pretty much right under it. So instead of using that one, I'm gonna average that out by moving the daily down a little bit. That way it's kind of just like a support zone, and I'm not wasting another 4-hour support line and cluttering up my chart. So it actually goes down to that next level that you see there. That's going to be the only 4-hour support that I'm plotting. So I'm not plotting, and that's kind of one way you can do it, just to make your charts cleaner and take less time to get all these lines on here. So with these ones, those 4-hour supports, they're just enough distance to where we're going to plot both. That's like 150 points right there. So that's something where we definitely want to have both of them there. But for those smaller ranges where they're like right on top of each other, a lot of times you can split the difference and just make that like kind of a support zone. Same thing that you can do with resistances there. And the last supports and resistances I will be plotting is the 1-hour. So these are a lot of times are going to be the ones that are the most in play, because you're just going to get the a lot of the most recent price action. You're going to see that structure created on the 1-hour time frame. So there's actually not too many 1-hour levels, and this is kind of where I move into what I'm expecting to see for the day. So I'm going to be looking for buys, because we saw the daily bullish, 4-hour bullish, 1-hour bullish. It does look like there needs to be a retracement for me to want to get in. It could move up further, but that is how I make my calls for the day. So let's make those trend lines here. So what's next is we do need to map out the trend lines. I base these off of the 4-hour. So I just look back at where I see some larger wicks on the 4-hour. And that's literally pretty much how I make where I'd prefer to enter. Because if it gets down there and hits the wicks, there's usually a lot of momentum. So after I make the assessment there, we'll move down. And this is where it comes down to taking B+ setups and above. So we have everything plotted. How do we use it? Obviously the trend line is what I'd like to see the price action doing. So we need to have it move in a way that matches or is similar to what I drew here. From there, we're going to obviously use the supports and resistances, but largely it's going to be based on how the candles form at those supports and resistances.